What's up, guys? Nolan here, and I got a lot of people in chat when I'm playing Broken Arrow asking about other nations and stuff, so I figured I'd drop a quick video about it. In case you didn't know, there are just the testing nations available right now in game. These are just the nations and specializations that they decided to start with in Broken Arrow as a test. Right now, they're trying to figure out the servers, of course, because they needed to. As far as I know, they thought only about 5,000 people were going to be playing, so that's what they were prepared for. Obviously, we're playing with much more than that. There's tens of thousands of people that are trying to play, so it's a very good networking test for the servers. Either way, both Russia and the US will be getting several more specializations at some point in the future, whether it be further limited tests or some kind of release, whether it be beta or full. Either way, more specializations for both nations are coming, as well as other nations. The specializations that we know about at the moment are Russian, mechanized, motorized, marine, and support. All of which we have already seen units for, whether it be in some kind of promotion, the demo mission, or somewhere. We've seen units for a lot of these different specializations already. For the US, we know about airborne, mechanized, special forces, and support. It's possible there's more for both, but that's what we have right now. Various units have also been shown for those US decks. Not sure when we're going to gain access to that, but a lot of them are already ready to go, probably for some kind of full release. Let's hope sometime soon. Now, when it comes to nations, there's plans to add several more major nations from the obvious, like China, Germany, and the UK. There's a lot more in mind, but those I'm thinking are going to be the next three. Past that, we have speculation and planning through side discussions with the devs around future linked decks and multiple nations. This is not planned, this is just being discussed, but if things keep going the way they're going, I assume someday they'll make this possible, whether it be through mods or the devs themselves. So this list shows what would be possible, where you could have a deck of, example, American Airborne and Israeli Armored, or German Armored and Swiss Airborne, UK Airborne and Australia Mechanized. You get the picture. Mix and match units, as well as a good idea of what nations are being discussed. Now, as I mentioned, this is not actually officially planned by the devs themselves, but this is being discussed, and again, whether it be through mod support or the devs themselves, it's likely that we see most, if not all, of these nations in the game at some point in the future. Don't put any timer on that. I hope I've given enough warnings here about that. Anyway, the nations that we're seeing here are Germany and the Netherlands, the UK, France, Spain, Italy, Poland, Sweden, China, India, and Japan. And then when it comes to side nations, or nations that are attachable, we think, based off of the discussions that we've had, these would also be their own nations with their own specializations, but at some capacity they will be in the game, or they're at least wanting to be in the game. I'm going to get in trouble, aren't I? Anyway, we've got Israel, Austria, Switzerland, Singapore, Australia, Canada, Belgium, Portugal, Greece, Croatia, Bosnia, Slovenia, the Baltic states, Czechia, Slovenia, Finland, Norway, Denmark, North Korea, Myanmar, Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, and Taiwan. There's another thing here that says USMC Japan, which maybe that could be its own thing, which is why it's there. I don't know why you wouldn't just tie it up in the United States. The United States is going to be pretty powerful on its own, but I'm not sure what the thought process is with that. Between the ambition of the devs and the openness for mods, I'm confident all these nations will find their way into Broken Arrow in some capacity or at some point in the future. I do want to be clear, though, that all I know is planned for the near future is more specializations for the US and Russia. Then down the road, more nations, which could be China, could be the UK, could be Germany. Then way down the road, that mix and match and mod stuff that we just looked at. First, we need the servers to work with what we have. If you have any questions or want to see the servers in action, come by the stream. I'll be live on Twitch right after this video goes live. Link on the screen and in the description. To support what I do, check out my Patreon. Check out the other channels for other games right here. Click all the buttons on the screen. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. See you guys.